Synchronicity Farm. We're just down at the Raw Food Hub stall that we run every Thursday, and I'm absolutely privileged to have Dave Tate with me. Dave is one of our very, very respected and valued growers. He grows these amazing bananas. If you've been in Coffs for any length of time, then you'd know Dave's bananas. And then also sitting over on the table are his beautiful avocados. But I just thought it was a great opportunity to you're such a knowledgeable man, you're so passionate about what you do. You've said a lot about the bananas, and I just thought it might be nice for you to introduce the fact that we're now going to be helping you to bring them to the people of Coffs Harbour. And people talk about the taste, but I can't say it better than you. And what I want to know is just why you're passionate about growing, a little bit about your growing method, and what people say about this legendary product that you bring to the region. How's that for an introduction?
Thanks, Josh.
So tell me, talk to me about your farming operation, these bananas. You grow them chemical-free, I believe?
Yep. When I had been working for banana farmers on the Coffs Coast, and I was raising my 3 sons, and they wanted to get onto a farm of their own, so I took a lease on of a rundown farm. And unlike the idea, the boys wanted a bag, and I didn't particularly want them having the access to or exposure to the chemicals.
Yes.
So I thought, right, I've got to find ways of doing it without that, because I don't want to start poisoning my children at the age of 12, 14 years old.
Fantastic.
And that's the risk you take when you're in that situation.
Yeah, so you use bugs for bugs, that sort of thing?
I use bugs for bugs products. They're monitorensis. That's a mite, a predatory mite that attacks the mites that cause some of this damage. And I also use Californicus, which is another mite that comes from an insectary in South Australia. And I use parasitic wasps to take out the scab moth.
Yeah, no, you have to be really creative these days, and obviously to choose to do it differently when growers around you are not thinking in the same sort of way is really admirable. What about the taste? I've heard you talk about the taste of your bananas, and I've asked you to bring some down that are just starting their ripening process. So you were saying for our customers, how should they store them to make sure they ripen well?
Okay, well, because these ones were only picked harvested a couple of days ago, they'll need a few more days at nice ambient temperatures to ripen at the best.
When you say ambient temperatures, though, what sort of temperature?
You don't want them to get into a house that's going to get to 40 degrees locked up
during
the day.
So as long as it's sort of around the 20, 23 degrees and that sort of thing, they'll ripen beautifully.
Yeah. So because they haven't been in a ripening room, if you've bought them at this stage.
Yeah,
I'll attempt to harvest them for you a bit earlier in the future.
Yeah, very good. And look, well, thanks very much, mate. I'm very, very happy to represent you. We are actually talking about getting a lot more bananas down here at the stall, so that we can bring this great local product to you. And although Dave's farm, is not certified organic, you've just heard sort of the way that he manages things, and it is a chemical-free farm. So, we'd love to bring more of your great product to the region.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.